Romeo Crennel, Chan Gailey, Mike Mularkey, Andy Reid, Pat Shurmur, Lovie Smith, Norv Turner, Ken Wisenhunt. What do all of these people have in common? They were all head coaches in the NFL who were fired at the end of this season. As for the 24 coaches who were not fired, only 7 of them have been in their current job for more than 5 years. So you might think, surely I could do better than some of these guys. All I have to do is call plays and stuff. Well, there's much more involved than that, and this leads us to today's game, NFL Head Coach. Keep in mind that this is the original version. There was another game released in 2009 called NFL Head Coach 09. This game came out in 06. When you start up a new game, you'll first be asked whether you used to coach offense or defense, and this choice will greatly affect your effectiveness in game. And then you get to watch this little intro video based off of ESPN.
Last Sunday, Ford Field, Super Bowl 40. Facing the NFL's stingiest defense.
Now, I will criticize that you're shown as the Steelers coordinator, no matter which option you chose. This never comes up again during the game, but for someone like me who absolutely hates the Steelers, it's a cue that this game might be a little disappointing for me. But I mean, the Steelers coach is on the cover of the game, so at least there's a reason for it. Anyway, whatever. After you watch that intro, you get to create your coach, and I was actually shocked by the level of customization for this. There's the basic name and body size stuff, but who knew there was a face shape called Ogre? There aren't many different options for clothing, but you get to pick clothes for 4 different situations, so it's not bad, I guess. So the setting for most of this game is your office. When you're not in games or performing other tasks, you'll be there. But right now we're just at home, and we gotta call a team we want to interview with. You can actually choose from any team for this part, so you should just pick your favorite. So you do a little interview over the phone, and this actually defines some of your other stats. Giving certain answers will increase certain stats by more than others, or increase different stats entirely. After the interview, you'll get job offers from as many as 5 teams, one of which will be the team you interviewed with. I ended up getting offers from the Ravens, Packers, Chiefs, Raiders, and Jets. And I picked the Ravens because, well, they have a good defense already, and hopefully I can work to build the offense around them so that we can become an elite team. So you sit through another video, and it basically tells us that we're going to be the greatest coach of all time, and that everything that happens in the game after this point is our story. Sounds like it's going to be a pretty boring story if we have to go through every single thing. Anyway, the first thing we do is to meet with the team owner. You'll want to please him because if he's unhappy with you, he has the power to fire you at any time. Really simple, just give him good answers to his questions. After every task, like this owner's meeting, you'll have what are called office hours, which in my opinion is where this game really gets unnecessarily annoying. In each office hours period, you can do a total of 2 tasks. Just 2. That's not enough time to get anything done. If you want to reorder your team's depth chart in its entirety, you'll literally have to spend about 2 weeks of game time to accomplish this. The next morning, we have a meeting with the rest of our team's staff, and we're actually in charge. Don't like one of your assistant coaches? You can just fire him and watch him walk out of the room. Honestly, this is one of the most entertaining parts of the entire game. If you do fire a coach, which I recommend doing, you'll spend the rest of the first week interviewing coaches to replace him. Eventually you'll find ones you like, and you'll refill your coaching staff. But let's take a look at this. Our calendar says it's only February. At this pace, we'll never make it to the actual season. So I went ahead and skipped to the most important and exciting events of the year for coaches.
Welcome to the 2006 NFL Draft.
It's finally here, the NFL Draft. I actually tried to make a trade with some of the teams near the top of the draft order, and the Raiders finally gave in and gave me their first round pick. When it's finally our turn to draft, you can talk to your scouting director and pick the player he suggests, or you can say no and make your own decision on who to draft. Anyway, the draft is really important, and you can scout players beforehand to know who's actually going to be good. Skipping all the way from April into July, we go into training camp. Training camp is the time of year where the players take the field for the first time, and we as the coach actually get to see what they're capable of. Training camp consists of several drills similar to this one, where you can choose to practice with or without pads. If you use pads, your players have a much higher risk of injury, but they'll reach their full potential faster as far as I know. After each rep in training camp, you can talk to your players on the field to motivate them, which can actually be kind of funny. Why aren't you driving those legs, man? They look like they're stuck in quicksand. But here it is, the moment we've all been waiting for. I skipped ahead to our team's first game against the Giants. And if you've ever played a Madden game on coach mode, well, this gameplay is exactly the same, with the addition of being able to talk strategy and motivation to any or all of our players. We've prepared for this all week. Now it's time to execute. Stay focused. The play call screen looks a lot different than in Madden, and it's based off of a coach's clipboard. Kinda cool, I guess. You get a variety of camera angles to watch the game in. I like the one that shows a third-person view of the coach, because he just looks hilarious when he's walking around aimlessly. So, I am an offensive coach, so let's show some offense here. We're gonna run a crossing pattern over the middle here. There we go, flawless execution. What? Fumble? Come on, refs, he was down. I'm gonna throw my challenge flag. Too bad there's not an animation for that. I think it would be pretty funny to see the coach angry and throwing the challenge flag. Maybe there would have been if I was on a different camera angle that showed the coach, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we see from the replay that the receiver was clearly down before the ball came out, so it's a successful challenge. That's what they hired me for, baby. 1 minute left in the half, trying to lead our team down the field with my excellent play calling. Great throw to the sideline to stop the clock. Another big throw to the far side of the field for a first down. Now spike it. Hurry up and spike it. Come on, you move slower than my grandmother. God, it's about time. You wasted about 10 seconds there. Terrible clock management, just terrible. Okay, good throw, Carter. First down, we still got a timeout left. We can get in the end zone to take the lead here before halftime. Men, this is no time for games. We need a big play here. Okay, good. Down inside the 3 with 6 seconds left. Timeout. Okay, we got time for one more shot to the end zone. Just make sure you get it there so it's a touchdown or nothing. We don't have time to be stopped short. Dang it, Carter. Make a better throw. Come on. Listen, I'm going to give you one more chance since we got this far. But you better not fuck up on me this time. Get it in the fucking end zone. Aw, Carter! What the fuck, man? He was supposed to be a decoy. Don't throw him the ball. That's it, Carter. I've had it. I'm shutting you off. And with that, Ravens coach Dick Cox retired from coaching. In the 2 hours I spent recording this game, it's sad that the most fun I had was creating my coach. Sure, this game is a really good coaching sim and strategy game, but it really falls behind in the fun factor, which I guess teaches us a lesson. Coaching is work. It's not really meant to be fun. Anyone who says they can coach their favorite team better will simply not be able to keep up with the demands required to succeed. Congratulations to Jim and John Harbaugh, Mike Smith, and Bill Belichick for reaching the conference title games this weekend. I could not do the same. As for this game, NFL head coach receives a grade of D, because it's just not my type of game and doesn't have enough redeeming qualities for me to ever want to pick it up again. Tune in next time on Games I Never Play for another game from my collection, hopefully one that's a little more interesting as well.